Hey, what's up, guys? Simple Tricks here. I'm here to give you guys a Wolverine matchup chart, kind of like give you his bad matchups, his good matchups, the matchups he absolutely destroys, the matchups he loses to. Just give you a generalization on his matchups. But let's just get into it. I'll try to explain everything I have. Like, of course, we have the Wolverine. It's just him. Then we're gonna have his free eats. That's what I like to call it. Where if you see that character, you're just gonna demolish him. Wolverine wins, obvious. He wins it, but the characters can fight back a little bit. Even they can't. It's just no one wins it. It's a basic skill matchup at that point. Might lose. This is Wolverine kind of struggles in it, and then a hard counter is just there's nothing Wolverine can do. No matter how good you are, just extremely hard that you need help. So we're gonna go to this. Got it up for you guys. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Sorry about that. Let me turn down the music a little bit. There you go. Alright, so first things first, we got Adam Warlock. Adam, I would say, is a hard counter. His burst healing is too much for Wolverine. He's just hard to, like, even if you kill him, he comes back. He's good at keeping everyone alive, the squishies, the tanks. It's just the burst healing, like I said, is too much for Wolverine to like burn through. Wolverine's damage is very sustained over time. It's the longer he's in a fight, the more he's gonna do. And Adam just doesn't care. I will say though, Wolverine does fight against his ultimate very well. Wolverine's ultimate can hard counter Adam's ultimate, but other than that, Adam kind of just gaps Wolverine. Black Panther, I would say this is the even matchup. You guys both fight each other pretty well. Wolverine's very good at stopping Black Panther from diving the supports. He's very good at just deterring the character away from doing anything. But Black Panther can also burst him down as well. If you have passive, though, it's very hard for Black Panther. I would say it's an even matchup. No one has a big lead in the match. So that one, I would say even. Black Widow, I'm kind of... I don't know. I don't fight against her a lot, and when I do, they're usually pretty bad. Obviously she's far away. Wolverine's gonna get smoked, but if you get close enough, she can't do anything. I'll just say it's even. From the times I have played them, if I manage to get in, she can't do anything. With my passive, it's too hard for her to kill me, and all that stuff. But far away, she snipes you, you die. Closing the gap is not that hard though, and her ultimate is pretty good versus Wolverine. Slows him down, and he's just a sitting target. Free shots. Let me get some coffee, Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk. Originally, I wanted to say this is free eats. I wanted to say that Wolverine hard wins it, but I'm going to say Wolverine wins it. Bruce and the Hulk actually do have ways to counter. Not counter, but like play against Wolverine. His Gamma Shield, very good at stopping Wolverine from killing him. And then he can jump out. So if the Hulk is a good player and he understands that Wolverine's going to shred him, he can jump out. Put the shield on so I can't leap and grab you, and then you jump out. But if they don't do that, it's free eats. But I would say Wolverine wins it, but Hulk has ways to get away from him. Captain America, I would say the same thing. Wolverine wins it, but again, the Captain America can see that there's a Wolverine there. I need to get out. He's fast. I can't catch him. But if I do get a leap on him, and the team's paying attention, he's just dead. Cloak and Dagger, I don't want to say it's lose. I put by themselves, they're not doing anything. But Cloak's the Cloak and Dagger's kit is very good versus Wolverine. The heals are very good to keeping the tanks alive. The ultimate is very good versus Wolverine. Again, Wolverine sustains damage. There's no burst, so it's hard to just kill anything that's in there. And then the Cloak has the blinding. I'd put slightly loose. I do find it hard when there's a Cloak and Dagger on the other team. I kind of try to pick them out and try to get them killed. You do need your team to pay attention because solo killing Cloak and Dagger is very hard for Wolverine. But I would say either even or might lose, but I'm gonna keep it at might lose for now. Doctor Strange, this is free eats. This is nam 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 delicioso. It doesn't matter. Wolverine gets a hold of this man. It's just he can't do anything. I cut through the shield. If he goes up, I can follow with my dash, into the lunge. If I get a lunge, he's dead. If he dies to do Eye of Agamotto, I can lunge him out of it. I can ult him out of it. It's a bad time for Doctor Strange. I don't think Doctor Strange can do anything about it. Wolverine kind of just mauls him. The Strange absolutely needs the healers just to be staring at him to survive. And even then, if I pick him out of, if you pick the Strange out of position, he's most likely dead. Free win. That's one of Wolverine's best matchups. Groot also free eats. The walls that Groot puts up is free rage. You hit it for rage. So his biggest strength becomes a big downside. So by the time I see the Groot, because he walks past his wall or something, he's got to deal with 100 raged Wolverine off rip. I don't have to build it. He just gets burst. Not to mention, I can use his walls against him. I can hit him with a lunge, pull him behind the wall so his team can't see him. And then it's just his ultimate doesn't really matter because my passive, I'll survive it. It's just, there's a lot of things. Wolverine just completely shuts down this character. He doesn't get to play the game. It's hard to explain, but this character doesn't do anything. This one, a losing matchup, Hawkeye. It's self-explanatory. Dude one-shots everything. You're going to get your passive procced off rip. Even if you manage to get on top of him, if the Hawkeye is good, he's going to hit you off of him, and then you got to try to close the gap again and hope he doesn't one-shot you. Characters, I could talk about how unbalanced this character is all day. We're not going to, it is what it is. Hela, I don't think Wolverine loses, but I don't think he wins. I don't know if I can say it's even. I mean, a good Hela is going to make your life hell. No pun intended. But, I'll put it loose because Hela's a little overtuned. But other than that, she just damages crazy. She can keep you away. Good. Yeah, I'll keep it loose. She can get away from you pretty easy. And her damage is crazy. These two characters are probably the best characters in the game. Without any, there's no competition. Iron Fist, I would say it's even. You go toe to toe with most of the melees in this game. Iron Fist is, you can lunge him off your supports. Same thing, same way you treat Black Panthers, the same way you treat Iron Fist, except you just gotta bait his parry. I don't think this character is very good. I think he's fun, but I don't think he's very good. He's got a very, very one-track playstyle, and it's very hard to excel at higher ranks. And Wolverine can shut him down to stop him from the supports. So that one, Iron Man, woo! This one sucks. He melts you. You can't reach him. Oh man, it's bad. You can, if you have a Hulk on your team, you can ask him to throw you in the air, and you can try to catch him out the air. If you manage to scoop him and your team's paying attention, again, he dies. But it's extremely hard. The character just stays out of your range, melts you, melts the team. I will say that Wolverine with passive can stop his ultimate and save the team. You have to be paying attention. As soon as you hear it, you jump at it and take the hit before it gets to your team. But other than that, you get smoked. It's a hard counter. Jeff, I'm gonna say even. You can't kill the guy. He heals when he swims, and again, you are sustained damage. You can't kill the guy. He's too fast, but he can't kill you either. So it is what it is. It is what it. Yeah, that's that. Loki. Oh man, I actually don't know. Honestly, I would say even. I mean, the only time Loki's a problem, if you bait out, wait for his healing field to go away, the ruins, he's useless. He can't survive with your combos. He can't keep his team alive after that. That's it. You just got to play around that. He doesn't get anything from you, so using his ult on you is not worth it. So I would say it's even. You just got to play around his healing field. Luna, I actually think Wolverine kind of smokes this character. If you manage to pull her, she's dead. The only thing Luna has is a stun in the heal, and if she whiffs the stun, she dies. If she doesn't have her ultimate, she dies. Wolverine's very good at forcing that out of her. But yeah, maybe even. I'll go even. But I still think that I think Wolverine smokes her. I actually hunt the Luna players when I'm playing in ranked just to get them into my team because there's not much you can do. Magic, I actually think this is the only melee character that beats Wolverine. But they have to be really good. She does ridiculous damage and she's way tankier than you if played right. But again, in a 1v1 situation, she wins outright. I don't think there's a lot of characters that can beat her in a 1v1 situation. But you can, if you get a pick on her, like a lunge, and then you pull her into the team, if they're paying attention and not sleeping at the wheel, they die. So this character I would say slightly beats Wolverine. Nothing crazy. We're gonna go to Magneto. Now, funny enough, I'm not gonna say hard counter, even though I do think at a high level Magneto beats Wolverine unironically. But he is a tank and he does get melted. So I will put into might lose. A good Magneto, his right click pushes you off, so it stops your lunge engagements. The shield stops the lunge engagements, so he can protect a teammate with it. Just those in general, those two moves is really all Mag's got going for him. If he plays with his team, he's kind of hard to kill. So you have to play around the cooldown of bubble to do anything. So I'll go with maybe even. I don't want to say it's a hard counter because the Magneto has to be good. It's more of a skill thing. But and he also has to play with his team. He can't solo. He'll get murked. But we'll go with even for now. Mantis. Where am I putting Mantis? I feel, I don't know. Mantis is weird. I would say maybe slightly lose. She can burst you down. She does a ridiculous amount of damage. Her sleep is one of the best stuns in the game. And her ultimate is very strong at keeping people alive. This will probably be either a lose or a even. We'll go with even because you can kill her. She absolutely needs to land her stun and she needs to have ultimate to even survive and keep her team alive. So we'll keep her in even. Moon Knight, believe it or not, if you get on this character, Wolverine wins. He does not have enough damage to kill Wolverine if passive is up, and he doesn't have enough health to survive if you get on top of him. His movement options aren't good enough to get away. No matter what, he still has to come down, and just the damage output he does, even with Ankh, doesn't scare Wolverine enough. I eat these guys for breakfast every time I play. I wouldn't say it's a free eats, but I think Wolverine wins it. It's not a bad matchup. He can't really do much to you. Namor. Again, I'll say even. The Namors I play, they get kind of smoked. They can't really do anything. He can get away from you, but again, he has to come down. And then you don't really care about his octopus either because it's free rage charge. I don't know. I don't really struggle with him. I'll just put even. There's gonna be probably a lot of evens because there's a lot of characters I don't think Wolverine struggles with, but I can't say that he just flat out wins. Penny is a Wolverine wins, not a free eats. Originally I had her in a free eats, like there's a instant win, but Spider Nest makes it very hard for Wolverine to approach. The burst damage is very, very high, and she can stun him out of his lunge. She can stun him nonstop, but she is a tank, and she has no get away from him. She can she has to use her stun to get away, and even then, it's hit or miss if she survives. I'm gonna say Wolverine wins it. Psylocke, hard counter. You can't do nothing to this character, man. This character just destroys you. You can't get on top of her. She's too fast. You can't out DPS her. She just bursts you down. And when you finally get her low, she can just turn invisible. And then her ultimate doesn't care if you have a passive or not. That matchup is just, I would say, is probably Wolverine's worst matchup is Psylocke. But Yeah, I'd rather fight an Iron Man. That's how bad it is. Punisher. If they're good with the shotgun, it could be a might lose, but that's an even matchup. You don't care about the turret. That's free. That's double the charge, basically, because you're hitting him in the turret and you get double rage off of it. You can survive his DPS if you have passive, and he has no getaway. So, I'll give it a even, because he can burst you down. Rocket. Wolverine kind of smokes him. He has to use all his dashes to get away, and even then I can follow. He has nothing threatening. Nothing threatening. His heal's not big enough either. Yeah, this character, I think Wolverine smokes Scarlet Witch. Her range isn't crazy. She still has to be in a mid-range and be in a basically my dash attack range to do any damage to me. She can use her teleport, but I can just follow it. So she can't really get away. So she has to use both to get away from me, and even then, I can follow. Her ultimate is useless versus Wolverine. I can lunge to get you out of it. I can counter ult to get you out of it. There's literally not much you can do. I think Wolverine smokes that character. Every time I see a Scarlet Witch, I make it my prime duty to make sure she never gets an ult. And they're just a waste of a slot in that game. Spider-Man, say even. You guys you both aren't killing each other. He's getting away. You're just not dying. Hey, but you can stop him from getting to your supports. There's nothing to it. It's the same thing like Black Panther. You stop the dive. This creature, I'm gonna say Squirrel Girl slightly beats Wolverine. If you get stunned, you're dead. Her burst damage is insane. Of course, if you get a pick on her and the team's looking, she dies. But this character, bro, a good Squirrel Girl is not fun to play against. I would say Wolverine struggles versus her. Like I said, one stun and it's just you're kind of just out of position. Star-Lord kind of smokes Wolverine. It's kind of hard to catch him. His damage is high. And if he really wants to, he can get away from you. Yeah, there's not much I can say there. Just the character just does a lot of damage, and he's too hard to hit. Tracer that can fly. But Wolverine does... If I see a Star-Lord, that's not my job. I go for other people. If he's out of position, I'll do it, but that's not your main target. Excuse me. It's not your main target. You should be looking for someone else. Storm. Wolverine loses. Flyer. Very hard to hit. I mean... Her ultimate's crazy too. Movement speed makes her hard to hit too. She does the wind. That's again, it's not a hard counter because Wolverine can kind of get up there and kill her, and her damage output's not as crazy as Iron Man. But yeah. Now this one's gonna make people. I think this is gonna be a funny one. I think this is the only tank that is even. Thor is the only tank that can go toe-to-toe with Wolverine. Wolverine cannot 1v1 Thor. He's the only tank that straight out beats Wolverine 1v1. Even with a lunge, this character just, whew. If they're playing him right and they're using the cooldowns correctly, you're not killing the Thor before he kills you. That's even with passive. But also, Wolverine, again, if he picks and the team's looking, he can fight. Thor can get out. Thor has ultimate as well, but Wolverine can hit him out of his ultimate. It's like I said, they both have things that can counter each other. But Thor's a brawler, Wolverine's a brawler. They like fighting each other. There's no win-win there. I think they're both. I play both characters, and I see a Wolverine, I'm not scared, and vice versa. I would say it's the only tank that's an even. Venom, that's free eats, baby. That's chef's kiss, compliments to him. This character, if he uses his only way in, his only way out to get in, he's dead. I don't care if you have shield. I don't care if you have ult. You're dead. It's just, that's it. These three can't play the game if Wolverine's there. Like, yeah, it's I can't. There's not even much to talk about. The character's literally just if you use your swing to get in, you die. That's it. That is literally the matchup. The Venom has to play scared the entire game. It sucks. Winter Soldier. I don't know. I feel like I smoke Winter Soldiers. I feel like I'm gonna say Wolverine wins it. Again, the Winter Soldier has to play out of his mind just to kill Wolverine. I have 600 HP with passive. He has 250. And, I mean, he does get shields here and there, but if I get a lunge on him and his team's not looking, he dies. If I get a lunge on him and I pull him into the team, he dies. I can survive his ultimate so he doesn't get the reset. Yeah, there's not a lot he can do. Yeah, I would say this is arguably how I feel about the matchups. I can go on more in depth in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I can explain better or questions that I didn't think of to answer. But yeah, if you guys, this is my list. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys for stopping by.